Hey, everybody, it's your friend James Shaw. Trust you're doing okay, and we are going to have a great day. We're talking about events. Events are a big thing right now. We have been talking about events inside of Pivot Shift Ahead, Inspire Collective, and all that kind of stuff for well over a year. It's a great way to get in touch with your database and add value to them, connect with them. But a lot of times people think it's got to be a big summer blowout and you got to do something big and fancy and off the charts. But truth is, sometimes just small events of hanging out and getting creative go just as far. And we're going to talk about that today with our friend Authurine Johnson. Authurine, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, James, and you?
I'm awesome. Thanks for asking. Tell us a little bit about you, what you do, where you are, and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to talk about your vision board event.
Okay, fantastic. So I am a PC coach. I'm a realtor. I am in Marietta, Georgia. I am in Keller Williams Market Center 178. We are in the East Cobb Marietta office. I became a real estate agent in 97 and I practiced for several years. And so when Elliot and I decided to start a family, I took a step back in 99, I think it was. And so I came back in 2007 and 2008. You know what was happening then.
The wild
And
market.
so, yes, it was a wild, wild time. And I joined Keller Williams then. And I will tell you, James, that has been my saving grace. I know for certain that if I hadn't joined Keller Williams, I would have been out of the business a long time ago. So that's a little bit about me.
Well, we're glad you're here, and I love all you do for your PC program, and plus you're still selling and doing all the stuff. And you've always been, in the time I've known you, you're a relationship person. You love people. You want to get to know people. You want to connect with people. Relationships are important to you. And I would imagine that's one reason why you do a vision board event. It's a great relationship builder. So we're going to chunk it down on how to do it. But tell us why you started to do this vision board event with your database first.
A perfect question. And the reason why I started was because in 2014, I went to a vision board party and I noticed a couple of things, James. I noticed that the women there, it was only women, they were relaxed, they were having fun. And I looked at them and they were filled with joy. And it was a community, it was relationships. And I noticed something else too was that when they talked about their dreams and their ambitions, they weren't scared. And so I thought to myself, hmm, this is something that I need to do. And so, in preparation for our conversation today, I went back and I searched the emails, and my very first one was in 2015 at my home.
How many people come to an event like this?
So, back then, eight came. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And we had amazing fun, right? And I continued to hold them at my home until 2019.
Okay.
2019, my friend, my really good friend, my pastor's wife, she came back and she said, Authurine, I never did a vision board before you. And she said, do you know that everything I put on my vision board last year came to pass? And she said, we've got to blow it up. We have to make this big, girl. We have to make this big. So
Yeah.
can I make it a part of the women's events for the year? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, run with it because you're the who I needed, right?
Yeah.
And so she's a high eye, she's a planner, she does
Hmm.
all of this stuff. And so now we have at least on Sunday, this past Sunday, we had 26, including myself.
That's great.
Before pandemic, we would have 30, 35.
Yeah.
And so we have a system where because I needed space, 30 would have been too much for my home then.
Sure.
We hold it here in my office upstairs in the training room.
That's great.
Yeah.
Tell us what goes on a vision board and what do we need to pull it off? And then we're going to get through some of the logistics.
Okay, all right. So, what goes on a vision board? And that's a great question because most of the time somebody's holding a vision board event, they have no idea. I think, James, because of Meg Dady's calls last week and this week, I got 6 phone calls from agents in our community just asking me, what do I do? So, what goes on a vision board? For me, what I tell people is like, let's divide it up into four quadrants, right? You've got your spiritual, you've got your family, you've got business, and then self. So we start there by me saying, this is what it looks like. And then we start to fill it in.
That's really good. So then do you, those four categories,
Mhm.
spiritual, family, business, self,
Yeah.
and then what? Do you have everyone bring magazines? You've got magazines, you've got different things to cut out. What are we what do you provide supply wise? How does that stuff work?
Okay, remember when I told you Des said we need to blow it up? Can we take it over as a church event? So since 2019, they've been sponsoring, right? So my folks bring nothing but a dish, a water if they want to share. We've got everything. We've got the magazines. We've got the poster boards. We've got the paste. We've got the scissors. We've got the little whoozy watsy sprinkly things that goes on a vision board for the high eyes. We have everything. So basically, when my Evite goes out, it says just come and enjoy and have fun because we want people just to come. You don't have to bring us anything. And so
Yeah.
that's how we've been doing it forever.
That's really great. Now, by the way, we've put together a playbook of how you do these events that our Inspire members
Mhm.
can download. So if you're an Inspire member, you can go right into the portal at inspire.jamesdshaw.com and download the playbook on what Authurine is doing. If you're not an Inspire member, you can join us so that you have access to stuff like this. You can sign up as well at inspire.jamesdshaw.com. So give us the logistics now of the lead up to the event itself, and the follow up, because it sounds like you get to sit down with these 30 ladies, really build relationship, really connect with them. That's going to lead to opportunity for you down the road.
Yes. Okay, so here are the logistics. So we've got a smart plan and we published it, and it's called the Vision Board Smart Plan. So 4 weeks or 5 weeks before the event, you want to create an email, and it's called the Save the Date flyer. And you send that out through email, right? And you've got a month before the event. And you set up the smart plan for a 5 day delay, right? The second thing that goes out is the Evite. So we prepare an Evite for a vision board party, and it goes out to my friends, it goes out to my past clients. I know you hate when we say past clients. It goes out to my forever clients. And of course, it goes out to the ladies at the church, which, by the way, the men have started coming, James. 2 years in a row now, I have men because they told me we want in. Because when our wives usually come back from this event, they're happy, they're transformed, they want to talk about all these great things. So the men are coming up. All right. Then after we send out that Evite, we set it for a 14-day delay. And the reason why we do that is because we know the Evite is going to send some stuff out periodically. After that, I'm going to reach out the week of, and I'm going to text, hey, I noticed you haven't responded. Are you coming this year? And then I set another 7 day delay. And then the day before, which is usually the 2 days before, actually, Friday and Saturday, I hold them the first Sunday of every new year, every January. So Friday and Saturday, I'm usually texting, going, hey, reminder it's coming, or hey, you haven't responded, and in our conversations you said you were coming, please respond so I can get a head count. So that's the logistics of it.
Oh, that's good. And we've got it documented in the playbook along with some examples and where to find the smart plan and stuff like that. I think one thing is where everyone's watching this after the first of the year. So is it too late?
You know what, it's not too late. And if you know me, James, and you know me very well, I struggled with that because I was telling Vicky, ideally for me in my brain, I want to get it over and done with in December, the last of December. And it just doesn't work for my group. So now I've got it set where they're expecting that the very first Sunday in January they're gonna do it. And no, it's never too late. You can do it anytime you want,
Yeah,
because
you can do
remember
a
this
vision board
is,
anytime.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
a service and it's fun. It's
And
fun for the women to come.
there's so much competition with stuff in December anyway. How
Yeah.
great is it in January or February or whenever it is you're watching this could be the perfect time to lay out your vision for what you want it to look like. How do you make it a win for you? It's a great event, but how does it become a win for you? It's a win for them because they walk away with their vision board and all that kind of stuff. But what's the win for Authurine as a real estate agent?
And James, you may or may not like this when I say it. I truly, when I do this event, I truly come from my heart, right? I want women to come. I want them to be in a safe space where they can create, where they can feel free. And yes, have I gotten business from it? Absolutely. I can look at the women that consistently come back, and I can almost to everyone that comes that has been coming since 2015, right? I can say, did a transaction, got a couple of referrals, but that's not why I do this. I do it because I want them to come, and I want them to dream, and I want them to be in an atmosphere with other agents who are doing the same thing. Because it's sometimes you tell somebody to make your goals and just make a list of your goals, and it's hard. But if you say come and just use a glue gun or do a little pasting here and there, that is fun. That is
Yeah.
not intimidating at all. And then the results show up after they put those goals in pictures on a poster board. So that's why I do it.
Well, it's a great reason why, and I'm not mad at you. I want you to build a relationship with people and know what's important to them. We always say let's add value to the community, and then when they need us, they'll add value back to us. So I think that's really good. Final
Absolutely.
thing, then, what would your advice to be someone who's thinking about doing an event like this? What would you share with them?
So I had a phone call from one of our pivot peeps yesterday, and she was stressed out. And I said, have fun, right? They don't know what to expect. Just create an environment where they're having fun. And that's it. Just put it together, get a place. It shouldn't cost you money, right? If you're spending a lot of money, it's because you choose to go find a sponsor or have it at your home, right? Because your home is free, and have everybody bring their own stuff. So just have fun and know that you're that's a way of giving value to your people.
Yeah, it's bring your own poster board or whatever you use, and everyone can bring some magazines or various things
Yes.
that they want to cut out and put on, or their craft stuff or whatever, and share and just have fun together and have some fellowship and hang out. So I love it.
Yes.
Authorine, thank you for sharing it with us. I appreciate you and just how much you give back to everybody in this community. And now they've got a play, right? They've got a playbook for an event that they can run any time of year. Authorine, thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Love you, James, more than you know. Thank you so
Same to
much.
you.